Good evening, I'm Steve Johnson. You can get our iPhone, iPad, and Android app available for free in the App Store and on Google Play. The Dove also available on Roku as well. From the Dove Newsroom at this hour, Kenya's Interior Minister says officials are very certain that there are few, if any, hostages left in that upscale shopping mall in Nairobi that was attacked by terrorists with links to Al-Qaeda over the weekend. He says the evacuation of hostages has gone very, very well, and the country's chief of defense forces says Kenyan troops are in charge of all floors inside the mall, though he says terrorists could still be hiding inside. 4 explosions at the mall today were followed by volleys of gunfire and then a thick, dark column of smoke for about 90 minutes. Top Kenyan officials said 2 hostage takers had been killed. The Kenyan Interior Minister has revised the death toll from the attack to 62. Kenyan officials earlier said 59 people had died since the siege began on Saturday. The number of people unaccounted for in the Colorado floods has dwindled to 6. The Larimer County Sheriff's Department said today that rescuers over the weekend spoke in person or on the phone with 54 people previously considered missing. Efforts are underway to locate the 6 people still unaccounted for. He says other people might be missing who haven't been reported. More than 1,200 people were listed as missing in the first days of the flooding. The number has dropped automatically and dramatically as communications and highway access has been restored. Home builders say the month of August resulted in the biggest jump in 6 months for new home starts in southern Oregon. The trend indicates that even with rising mortgage rates, the housing market is the main segment impacting economic growth in the nation. Colin Milan with the Rogue Valley Association of Realtors says it's a trend he's seen growing over time.
The builders have been waiting for the market to recover, but just like a lot of parts of our economy, they can't just see the demand and the very next day start to build 10 houses. It's a very slow build-up. They've got to get the manpower, they've got to get the people that are qualified for the job. So as people left the industry over the last 5 or 6 years, it's not an immediate switch that you can flick to get them all back. So they have to search for the manpower, they've then got to get the financing to make the starts, and so it's a slower process, and we're starting to see that kick into gear now.
Milan says with increased home building, there's an increase in potential home buyers rushing to lock in interest rates before they get too high to be affordable. Health officials in Oregon and Washington say people should protect themselves against mercury and PCB contamination by limiting consumption of certain fish species from a 150-mile section of the Columbia River. Let's take a look at our weather scene, and we do have a lot of wet weather in store for us. For Medford and Grants Pass, tonight a good chance of rain continuing through Wednesday. A low tonight of 50, 63 the high tomorrow, then only 60 on Wednesday. Similar picture for the Klamath Falls area, low of 42, 55 tomorrow, only 50 the high on Wednesday. For the Brookings area, rain expected tonight, a low of 52, continuing tomorrow and Wednesday, a high of 62 tomorrow, 61 on Wednesday. For the Port Orford and Coos Bay area, 55 tonight, 63 on Tuesday, 62 on Wednesday with rain all 3 days. And for Northern California and Wairika, 47, a chance of rain tonight, 62 tomorrow, 57 on Wednesday, a chance of rain both days with the lows in the low 40s and upper 30s. That's a look at news and weather. You're up to date with the latest right here on the Dove.